Hi guys, this is Vitaly with AFT Dispatch and A2C Logistics, and in today's video, I'd like to speak with you about the freight markets being on the cusp of some significant change. But first, roll the intro. Welcome back. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single release of our videos, where every Friday we're talking about something that could benefit you in your trucking businesses, in your trucking careers, as well as cover the loads we've successfully booked for our customers, consisting of leased out owner operators and carriers operating under their own MC authorities, running under our truck dispatch services. As always, guys, big thank you for all the likes you provided in all the previous videos. Please do keep them coming. And let's talk about the freight markets. What is it that they're on the cusp of, and why is this significant change? But first, guys, I'm recording this on the 4th of July, Independence Day. And although you'll be watching this on Friday the 5th, I retroactively hope you've had at least some R&R, some time off with friends, family, the kids splashing around in the backyard maybe, and the hot dogs and burgers right on the grill. I hope you had some time off, and just be ready for next week, because after 4th of July, it's going to be a rough and tough Monday. Nonetheless, guys, let's move on with the video. This is the most significant indicator for the past couple of years, currently, and probably for at least another 9 to 12 months into the future. I'm talking about transportation capacity. Guys, it hit a critical point in the June 2024 Logistics Managers Index, LMI. It actually, versus May, it dropped by over 7 points, which is huge. And let me explain why this is so important. Now, you guys have seen in the news all over YouTube, and truckers are talking about it, too many trucks on the road, way too much capacity. Well, that has hit a critical point. It has actually remained unchanged since March of 2022. So basically, the June figures hit the same figures that we were at in March of 2022. That's well over 2 years. And I'll tell you this is definitely a welcome piece of news. Now, moving kind of forward, this signals a tightening market, which for those of you who are still in business, this is definitely music to your ears, or at least it should be. Now, understand that businesses are pre-stocking right now. It's super hot pre-stocking, because they're looking at potential disruptions to the supply chain. And so the businesses are pre-stocking. Now, there's also issues because of political or geopolitical issues. You have your Red Sea, the pirates, the Somalian pirates, and all the stuff that's been kind of going out there with all the wars, and you watch the debate and all the stuff, all the instability, all this geopolitical instability, all these issues are definitely having an effect on the United States and our freight markets. Now, finally, and something that's closer to us is going to be your carrier exits. A lot more carriers are shutting down, they're downsizing, and they're fully closing down doors. So as those MCs go away, as those trucks leave the industry, we're definitely going to start seeing rates start to increase, and quite significantly. Now, the second thing you want to consider is that transportation prices are up. Actually, if you look at it from a macro perspective, the index has actually reached the highest point since June of 2022. So absolutely. Now, you may not be seeing that directly on every single load, but the averages are up, the numbers are up, and the trucks are leaving the industry, the MCs are shutting down. That's they're both moving into the same direction. And once they cross, it's only up from there. So you definitely want to make sure that if you've been through this tough market all the way up to now, don't quit now. Things are likely to improve over the next 6 to 12 months. Well, I would say 9 to 12 months, because 6 months would be in the winter, and we all know how that works out. But we'll talk about this as we carry on with the video. The most important thing is that the numbers are up in both of those aspects. Now, another thing that you have to remember is that lower capacity and higher demand generally does improve things, but alongside that, rising operating costs, interestingly enough, also increase rates. It's just going to be up to the carriers, to the owner-operators, to increase those rates collectively, so that brokers, freight forwarders, or direct ship customers, whatnot, will actually understand that as the reality that it is, and actually increase those rates. But as we've talked about in previous videos over the last couple of weeks, carriers, basically truckers, carriers, owner ops, they're on the lagging end of increasing rates because we don't have as many trucks. Now, the larger companies, they do that. If you want to see that video, click the tab in the corner on your video. You can take a look at that as well. Now, the final thing I wanted to talk about is very, very important. Retailers are reducing their stock. That is currently happening. Now, this is actually a good thing for us Actually, in the short term, we're going to see some benefit, but there's also going to be some long-term benefit too, because manufacturers and suppliers, they're actually increasing their inventory. And the reason for that is because they're anticipating a very strong peak season, and so should you. So as mentioned, short-term, long-term, what are we seeing? What's the short-term outlook? Well, retailers are replenishing stock, right? They will be doing so. They will have to. They cannot decrease their stock when businesses are pre-stocking, right? They're gonna do it. That's gonna be a short-term benefit. Volume spikes, rate increases, things like that. Now, the long-term is we're looking at manufacturers and suppliers building up their inventory. That's what's happening. Their inventory levels are being built up for later. And that's what I'm talking about through the rest of this year, closing out the summer months, fall, winter slows down, and probably earliest in spring, which is about 9 months away. Guys, so let us know what you feel in the comment section below. This is very good news. The numbers are quite significant. These aren't small changes. We'd love to know in the comment section below what you guys think about this. Are you feeling the increases? We certainly are in the rates, although they're not spectacular, but they're certainly better than what they were. So let us know in the comment section below. If you haven't done so, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I'm going to switch over the camera. We're going to look over the loads that we book for our customers, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Welcome back. Let's take a look at some of these loads. Guys, it's been a good week. Like I said, despite it being 4th of July, we got guys hitting $3-4 a mile, even higher. Many cases, some of these guys are averaging over $3 a mile. In fact, let's get started. This is going to be a drive-in. Drivers at Antonio, coming out of Anderson, South Carolina, going to Dallas, Texas. It's a 40,000-pound load of tools. It's a regular drive-in, 904 loaded miles, booked at $2,200. Got them $243 a loaded mile. Then Carrollton, Texas, with 3 drops in Conway, Arkansas, 17,000-pound light load of FAK. 367 loaded miles, booked at $1,200. Got them $327 a loaded mile. Then right out of Conway, Arkansas, 0 deadhead coming out to Sedalia, Missouri. It's a 44,000-pound load of packaging materials, 294 loaded miles, booked at $1,200 again. Got them $408 a loaded mile. Then Kansas City, Missouri, coming out to Bentonville, Arkansas, 42.5 on a load of spaghetti, 212 loaded miles, booked at $1,050. Got them $212. What am I talking about? $495 a loaded mile for the spaghetti. Then out of Pryor, Oklahoma to Harrisonville, Missouri, took a load, miscellaneous products, FAK, only 20,000 pounds, another light load, 199 loaded miles, booked at $600. Got him $302 a loaded mile, and he finished off out of Kansas City, Missouri, going to Grimes, Iowa. It's a 16,000 light load of lemon water, 16,000 pounds, 192 miles again. 192 miles this time at $800. Got him $417 a loaded mile. So every load has been absolutely fantastic. Antonio, dispatch, excellent job, guys. Friday to Friday, ended up grossing $7,050 on his drive-in in gross. Ran 2,168 loaded miles at an average of $325 a loaded mile. Absolutely an excellent job, sir. Way to go. Regular drive-in. So if you can make this kind of money, yeah, write down our number. Get in touch with us. Moving on next to, let's take a look. Tariq, also a drive-in coming out of Moody, Alabama. It's a 1-pick-6 dropper going to Maryville, Indiana, Tinley Park, Illinois, Bolingbrook, Illinois, Geneva, Illinois, South Elgin, Illinois, and a final in Rockford, Illinois. 30,000-pound load of displays, 800 miles, booked at $2,200. Got him $275 a loaded mile. Then Rochelle, Illinois to Cheyenne, Wyoming, with a 43,000-pound load of miscellaneous products, 882 loaded miles, booked at $2,600. Got him $295 a loaded mile. Then Aurora, Colorado to North Platte, Nebraska, with a 45.5 heavy load of beverages, 268 loaded miles, booked at $500. Got him $187 to change markets. Then deadhead out to Kansas, took a load out of Norton, Kansas, coming out to Grand Forks, North Dakota. Super light load. 2,000 pounds of carts, 700 miles, booked at $1,400. Got him $2 a mile. And finished off at East Grand maybe Grand Fork, Minnesota, something like that, or I think so. To Berlin, Wisconsin. It's a 44.5 load of mustard, 570 loaded miles, booked at $1,200. Got him $211 a loaded mile. So all in all, absolutely excellent gross. Regular drive-in, solo, ELD, HOS compliant, everything legal. Wednesday to Wednesday, $7,900 gross, ran $3,220, 3,220 loaded miles at an average of $245 per loaded mile. An absolutely excellent gross. Tariq, you're definitely hit the money there. Next, we're going to move on to Michael. Michael's got a dry van coming out of Charlotte, North Carolina, going to Evansville, Indiana. It's a 42,000-pound load of plastics. 542 loaded miles, booked at $11.50, got him $212 a loaded mile. Then Evansville, Indiana, zero deadhead, coming out to Norcross, Georgia, with a 43,000-pound load of food products. 401 loaded mile, booked at $1,050, got him $262 a loaded mile. Then Marietta, Georgia to North Little Rock, Arkansas, 42.5 on the way to clean and recycled aluminum. 519 loaded miles, booked at looks like $11.50, which got him $222 a loaded mile. It finished off at a Stuttgart, Arkansas, coming out to Brooklyn, New York, 43,000-pound load of rice, 1,209 loaded miles, booked at $36.75. Got him just over $3 at $304 loaded mile. An excellent job, made the difference. Grossed really strong at $7,025 Monday to Monday, 7 days on the road, 2,671 loaded miles at an average of $263 per loaded mile average. Michael, an excellent job, sir. Moving on to Milagres. He made it real simple. 5 days on the road, one load, multiple picks, Portland, Oregon, Brewster, Washington, and a third pick out of Wenatchee, Washington, going to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It's a 40,000-pound load of apples, temperature control at 34 degrees on a reefer. Very manageable. 3,054 loaded miles, booked at $6,100. Ended up getting exactly $2 on the dot on his miles. Called it good. Went home after just 5 days. $6,100 gross, 3,054 loaded miles at exactly $2 a mile average. Not bad, Milagres. Not bad at all, sir. Moving on to, let's take a look. We got Helly coming out of Erlanger, Kentucky. Now, Erly is pulling a reefer. Did an excellent job. Erlanger, Kentucky, going to Memphis, Tennessee with a 40,000-pound load of ice cream. It's a 474 loaded miles, booked at $1,480. Got him $312 per loaded mile. Need to have a strong trailer to be able to pull ice cream in the summertime. Excellent job. Then Brownsville, Tennessee to Houston, Texas, a 44,000-pound load of frozen vegetables, 631 loaded miles, booked at $1,600, got on $254 loaded mile. Then right out of Houston, zero deadhead to Schertz, Texas. It's a 43.5 load of bottled alcohol, 180 loaded miles, booked at $800, got on $444 loaded mile. Then San Antonio, Texas, coming out to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Load of beverages, 43.5 on the weight, 556 loaded miles, booked at $12.89 and 25 cents. Got him $2.32 per loaded mile. Finished off zero deadhead right out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, coming out to San Antonio, Texas. 42.5 load of frozen dough, temperature control at -10 on the reefer. 556 loaded miles, booked this time at $1,300. Got him $2.34 a loaded mile. I'm almost feeling like it might be the same broker, going there and coming back. Might be the case. 6 days on the road. Helly ended up grossing $6,469.25 in gross. Running Monday to Sunday, ran 2,397 loaded miles. Very efficient dispatching. Got an average of $270 per loaded mile average. An excellent job, sir. An absolutely excellent job. Last but not least, we'll look at Kelvin with his dry van coming out of Grapevine, Texas, going to New Orleans, Louisiana. Light load of 10,000 pounds of skincare products, 530 loaded miles, booked at $1,000, got him $1.89 to come out of there. Then out of Kenner, Louisiana to Pekin, Illinois, it's a 43,000-pound load of FAK. Let's take a look. 829 loaded miles, booked at $1,743, got on $210 a loaded mile. Then Elwood, Illinois, going to New York, Pennsylvania, 43,000-pound load of sugar products, 695 loaded miles, booked at $2,600, got him $374 a loaded mile. Then Kurztown, Pennsylvania, going to Forest Park, Georgia, it's a 43,000-pound load of beverages, 797 loaded miles, booked at $1,077, got him $1.35 on that one. All in all, an excellent job, good gross, good miles, good rate. Monday to Monday, 7 days on the road, $6,420 in gross, ran 2,851 loaded miles at an average of $225 per loaded mile. Excellent job, Kelvin. Way to go, sir. Welcome back, and thanks for sticking around. Guys, as you can see, despite this being a 4th of July weekend that everyone knows going into the weekend, you're going to have cheap rates. Brokers are tougher than ever to do business with. Shippers and receivers are generally closed. You might make it to pick up the load, but the receiver isn't open as per promised. And so you're stuck either at a truck stop if you're lucky or on the side of a highway if you're not. The reason for it is everybody wants to run home. They'll take whatever they can get to spend time with their friends and family, which is completely understandable. But guys, if you don't want to be stuck on the side of the highway, if you want to be able to finish up before other people, make more money, run more efficiently, have less headaches of having to deal with these things, not have to deal with brokers, not have to deal with all these headaches of insurance and factoring, credit checks, billing and invoicing, the list is endless. We understand that you guys, you guys have it hard. We understand that. We've been in the trucking industry for well over a decade, and we certainly understand. So if you find yourself in a precarious situation where you're like, wait, hey, I can make this kind of money, I can run like that, I'm not seeing rates like that, then do yourself a favor. This 5th of July, make sure you get in touch with us, 801-448-6363. Call or text that number, or go to our website at aftdispatch.com. You can get more information on our website, and stop by on Sundays. We do live shows for anywhere from an hour to live, answer your questions, get into detail, cover some news, and it's generally a fun time for everyone involved. So we'd love to see you there. But until next week, guys, stay healthy, be wealthy. Take care. Bye-bye.